I was just out for a walk with Jimmy when I spotted some seeds that I thought I'd share. I only recently discovered that you could collect snapdragon seeds, and they're really easy to collect. And this time of year, when the summer is kind of coming to a close and autumn's beginning, and we're heading in towards the winter, which in Ireland, in anyway, can be so dark. And it's sad to see the flowers die. At the same time, it's lovely to see the seeds start to appear and that you can start to collect them and already be thinking about next spring and what you're going to plant. So have a look at these. These are the snapdragons that were growing wild just on a laneway near the house. So where we live, there's not even that much plants and wildlife, but even still, growing on the walls, you can find some lovely things. You can see here how easy it is to get the seeds out. And I usually collect them on a piece of tissue paper. So this is the seeds I collected there in the tissue, and they're really tiny, but there's like hundreds of seeds in every little pod. So I just wrap them up in some tissue, get some tape, and then I'll write on the packet what's in there so I don't forget. This is snapdragon seeds. And I've done that with other seeds I've collected. So I collected some borage, which is a type of herb and also grows wild as well. They've got lovely flowers. And this orange flower, I don't know what it's called, but they're gorgeous. And I'll show you those seeds actually because they're interesting and they're also really easy to collect if you see them out. So these are the seeds I collected from these orange flowers that were growing outside. And they just were on the seed head once it died. And you can see they're cool, aren't they? They look like witches' fingernails or something, or maybe like old fossils. So we'll see what happens when we plant these out in the spring. Take all my packs with all the writing on them of what's inside, and I'm going to pop them into an envelope. And then basically you just keep them somewhere dry and dark until next spring. And I don't know exactly when you're supposed to plant each thing, but with a lot of wildflowers, I find that often if you just throw them out in the spring, they figure themselves out. They grow really well. So we'll see. So I'm going to wrap up that pack now and put that away and try to remember where they are next March or maybe even April, and plant them out in the garden, and we'll see what happens. So now it's the waiting game.